Hello. I've got nothing planned. I just need to get this off my chest. First and foremost, they've caught the East Area rapist, Golden State Killer. He's got that many fucking different names because he hit different places, and I mean through DNA they matched it up as the same guy. But this guy was at the top of my list of criminals I wanted captured because obviously they didn't know who he was, and you know there was 32 years before they got the answer to that. So I'm in shock, and I'm so fucking happy that I know this guy's name, you know? Joe D'Angelo, you're a piece of dog shit. Out here in Australia, it was Wednesday, and we had the day off because it was Anzac Day. My wife and I were having a nap. She was on her phone, I was asleep. I get woken up. She goes, I am so sorry to wake you up, but this could be the best day of your life. And I'm like, what's going on? Still groggy. And then she goes, they may have caught someone. And then I immediately popped up out of bed and I go, is it Iran's? And she goes, yes. Boom, we're on our phones. We're looking at Reddit, we're looking at Twitter, we're looking at any news we can find. I think she found out through maybe My Favorite Murder. I don't know, but we were on it pretty quick. So within an hour or less, we knew the guy's name. We knew a lot of his background. We knew, we saw photos of the guy, this kind of thing. I think we were on our phones from about 7 that night till around 1 in the morning. And then we woke up at 5 a.m. to watch the live press conference. But yeah, as a true crime guy, this dude was at the top of the list. Like I had a bucket list, and it was like, you know, before I die, I need to know who this guy is. But I've been waiting for a long time. And I think the person that turned me on to it was Michelle McNamara in her LA thing she wrote. And you know how it was a Facebook feed type of deal. So from the minute that she wrote that, I started reading that, is when I'd get on YouTube and check out what they have in terms of like documentaries or something like that. And really got into it. Didn't buy any of the books or anything like that, but was always, this asshole had space in my mind. The one thing I felt I did know pretty quickly is that the way we would catch him would be through DNA, absolutely. Like, and I personally thought it would probably come through like an Ancestry.com type of thing. But I knew that that's how it would happen. That's how the case would be solved. But I don't know if I'm surprised that this guy still lives in Sacramento. I mean, BTK lived in the place where they don't fucking move out. Let me get the phone. I'm hearing conflicting stories as well as how they obtained the DNA or whatever, number one. Number two, I'm also hearing that he is helping police with the investigation, and then I'm hearing that he's being silent. I personally think that he's gonna keep his trap shut and make the cops work for it. But I could be wrong. But the thing I love the most is that he's retired 2 weeks ago, and then they nabbed his ass. I was living in Fresno, California when all these attacks took place. No, Fresno and San Jose, California when these attacks took place. But I don't remember hearing anything about it on the news, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just, as a person who wants to see bad people caught, I'm fucking absolutely over the moon. I'm so happy for the victims who are still alive and have, you know, a bit of closure and can sleep. I mean, the acts of this one guy have affected that many fucking people. It's crazy. And he was, if you listen to any of the podcasts, check out the one on check out the Case File podcast. The guy, the Aussie dude, does like a 5-parter. That dude goes deep. That guy gets right into it. I'm happy, I'm relieved. I mean, he didn't affect my family at all, but I'm just thinking, you know, as a human being who cares for other people, it's great news. I read somewhere, either on Reddit or a tweet or something, that somebody said for true crime people that this is like the Super Bowl. And for me, it's like, it's the fucking pinnacle. I can't even put into words how stoked I am that this dude was caught. You have no idea. They talk about him getting engaged to a Bonnie. And here's my theory on that. And you just let me know what you think. I think that they were engaged. I think maybe his penis size, because he's supposed to have not much going on down there, might have been a reason why they didn't get married. I could be totally wrong, but with the information that I have, I think that might be a factor in this lady going, no fucking way. And that's why he hates Bonnie when he's crying in other rooms of people that he's attacked, and they can hear him sobbing, they still don't know whether it was fake crying or not. I tend to think it's probably real, because they're saying shit like he's mumbling to himself in jail. His neighbors are saying that, you know, he'd be talking to no one there, or even just yelling obscenities if he lost his keys or this kind of thing. But I wished he was caught sooner. That would have been awesome. But I'm happy that he's caught now. And I really do love the fact that his retirement will be spent. He spent 27 years working, and now his retirement, he has to go to fucking jail. I know he has daughters, 2, 3. One's a doctor, one just graduated from college. I hope people aren't dicks to them, because I'm sure their childhood was fucking rough with him barking at them all the time. And it's not their fucking fault. They had nothing to do with it. If anything, them being born may have stopped him from killing, because we know that happened. One daughter was born, and there was a big lull in those attacks, and then another daughter was born, and there was another lull. So, you know, I don't know. I'm fucking stoked. He was such a dick. I mean, just look at go on any YouTube documentary about him, and, you know, just asking questions to the victims, and they try to answer, and you tell them to shut up. Just a very angry, fucked up dude. And he did do, when he was 19, I think he did a couple of years, 22 months in Vietnam. That might have fucked him up. He might have seen some horrific shit. I don't know. Speculation is going to continue until we know everything. But, you know, there could be so many different factors as to why he did what he did. And I just want to know all the basic shit as well, like, is the punishment paper his? Did he write Excitement's Crave? Did he hurt his shoulder and go to that hospital? And then the nurses were tripping out that he looks like the East Area rapist, so he left? Was he the guy that would go to all the real estate places acting? And I mean, a lot of these crimes he did while he was a cop. That's just that's sickening. That is so gross. I don't know. So yeah, I'm constantly looking at my phone and trying to refresh for any sort of updates. Yesterday at work, my wife sent me a photo of him being at the town hall meeting. That's a fucked up little anecdote that I will not be telling you right now. But yeah, the the only one now that I'm really looking forward to getting solved would be the Long Island serial killer. And obviously Zodiac, but I don't know if that's gonna fucking happen. But man, I am stoked. You probably can't tell now, so I'm being very somber, but I mean, he didn't do anything to me, but he did a lot of horrific shit to humans, and he needs to fucking pay bad. He needs to pay dearly. He's just a dick. All right, see ya.